I want to appreciate your analysis of the situation so far. And I want to tell you, ADC, Alhaji Abubakar Atikus and Rotimi Amechi's name has been successfully uploaded as our presidential and vice presidential candidate. The names of all the National Assembly officers has also been uploaded. There's nothing, there's no judgment so far other than the judgment reaffirming that the process that brought David Mark, Derek Bachola, and the new NWC into being is correct. At least INEC has confirmed that, and the Court of Competent Jurisdiction in Abuja has also confirmed that. So all the processes about leadership, national leadership, is not in contention. Although one particular guy...
Sorry to interrupt you. Was that the majority judgment that was delivered by Justice Okonabang yesterday? Was that what he said? We're talking of the latest ruling by the Court of Appeal. So even if we said the names had been uploaded,
we are coming there.
Those names cannot stand on nothing.
No. The appeal court of yesterday talked about the congresses, not about the primaries and not about the leadership of the party. The congresses only refers to the process where how the state executives of the party or the local government executives or the ward executives are put in place. That's what the congresses mean. But the primaries represent the way people who will contest for election at any level are nominated. So our primaries has been done. There's no questions about our primaries, and the court has also upheld the leadership of David Mark. So that the processes are going on well. What has happened at the appeal court? If you remember, when the judgment was first given in April, the state chairmen were asking that their tenure should extend till May 12th, because they said they were sworn in May 12th of 2022. Therefore, and it's supposed to be 4-year tenure. So technically, that judgment is just an academic exercise, because even that tenure has expired, as they claimed. But we take that apart. The Supreme Court has ruled time and time again that in matters concerning leadership of any political party, that it's not for the court to decide, because we are getting to a part where the court will now decide who becomes president, and the political parties and everything, and the INEC becomes useless, and so on. What is happening is basically political rascality. Politicians, the men of the moment, thinking that they can wield the very hard rod and beat everybody to their whims. The state chairman, when their tenure became due, the national leaders set up a committee to conduct congresses. But the state chairman tried to blackmail the national leaders by saying that, if we put you in place, because all the state chairmen were part of the processes that brought David Mark and Derek Bachola and the NWC in place. They say, if we put you in place, you should extend our own tenure. We should not undergo any election to renew our 4-year terms. And we said, from the negotiations we did, we said we will not have all the state chairmen across the 36 states in place. We have formed a coalition which they were part of. Therefore, the coalition should now decide who the state leaders should become.
The circumstances surrounding this incident are sufficiently grave and unusual to warrant independent scrutiny beyond our domestic institutions. I therefore, with a full sense of responsibility as the Executive Governor of Oyo State, call on the appropriate international human rights and accountability mechanisms, including those within the United Nations system, to closely examine the facts surrounding this abduction and the circumstances of its resolution. Such scrutiny is not intended to undermine our institutions. Rather, it is intended to reinforce public confidence that the truth will be established and that every person found to bear responsibility, regardless of office, influence, or affiliation, will be held accountable. Under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the primary responsibility for national security rests with the federal government and the security agencies under its command. The Nigerian people, therefore, deserve a full and transparent account of what happened, who was responsible, whether there were institutional failures, negligence, or collusion at any level, and what measures must now be taken to ensure that no community is ever subjected to such an ordeal again. This is not about politics. It is about justice for the victims, reassurance for our people, and restoring public confidence that every Nigerian child can go to school without fear.
Distinguished Senator Ningi made this point. Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, sir, even the President of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he does not delegate his finance officer to present annual budget, which is prepared by financial gurus. Because we are three independent arms of government. So if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will leave the villa to address the Senate President as chairman of the legislative arm and the senators and the House of Rep, I have difficulties why NNPC is too big, they are bedridden, there are no medical certificates and so on. May they not be bedridden for too long so that the country can move on. I still think that there is something NNPC is not getting. Namely that you are an agency of government and we are representative of the people, and you cannot afford to behave as if you consider yourself higher than the representative of the people. We have political authority. But whatever the chairman decides, I accept. But it seems to me that NNPC still have this wrong notion that they are bigger than the system, and I refuse to accept that.